Hi friends, welcome to Calm in the Chaos Homeschool. Today I'm going to talk to you about my 6th graders curriculum. My name is Davine, and on my channel I like to talk about how I teach my 4 children. I have 2 9-year-olds, a 10-year-old, and a 13-year-old. I have a variety of neurodiversity in my home. I have 1 child with autism, I have some with ADHD, I have some learning struggles, as well as I have a student who excels in many ways. Now this video is actually going to be more about how I adjust our curriculum to suit my 6th grader. My 6th grader has a few learning challenges and things don't come as easily to her as to some of my other students. So in this video, I just want to show you how I adapt what we're doing or how I choose curriculum to fit her needs and to challenge her just the right amount. We don't want to be frustrating our students. We want them to be challenged just enough but not frustrated. So there's that balance there. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today, more than the curriculum. Of course, I will show you the curriculum, but I'm going to tell you how things are going with what we've chosen and what adjustments we're making at this point. Okay, so let's start with math. Now, I will tell you, math has been a challenge for me and for this student, and trying to figure out how to teach math in the best way. So we've been trying a few things. So last year we started this. We started teaching textbooks, Math 4. She began that at the beginning of the year. We got 2/3 of the way through the year, and she was just getting really frustrated with teaching textbooks. So we put it away for the last 12 weeks of school, and I let her do something else instead. And I'll talk about that in a minute. Then I wanted to finish Math 4. I still wanted to try doing teaching textbooks. I really like how they teach the lessons to the students, and I like the spiral, the review that it has in it. So I thought it was really good for her, that it's good for her to be reviewing what she's doing, but that was just too much for her. I think she would be frustrated in, first of all, it being on the computer. Second of all, the spiral. It just was too much for her to be shifting from different types of problems. So it's not that she didn't know how to solve the problems, but it was just hard for her to figure out what she needed to do in each situation. So I think I have finally come to the conclusion, now that we tried it for another about 8 to 10 weeks, we decided that it's not working for us, so we are trying something else. So I'm going to talk to you about what we are trying instead of teaching textbooks for now. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know that I like to use Mammoth. So we also started this level, the grade 3A. We did that last year, and now we're working on 3B. And what I love about Mammoth is it is a mastery approach. So they go through the topics one by one, and they have a unit on the topics, and they focus on that one thing so that they can get really good at that topic before moving on. So she appreciates that about Mammoth. For this one, she has place value with thousands, geometry, measuring, division, and fractions, and right now we are just finishing up geometry and we're moving on to measurement. So this has been working well. I have it for all my students. Usually we're using this as a supplement, so that has been working well for us, and we're continuing to use this as a supplement. However, I did want to have a curriculum that was more spiral, that did do some review without frustrating her. So I am trying another math out. I decided to go ahead and try the Good and the Beautiful new, Simply Good and the Beautiful math. And when I looked at the examples, I decided that 4 had enough things that would be a challenge for her, place value and things like that, to continue to try level 4 for her. So far, she is enjoying it. So what I liked about the Good and the Beautiful Math 4 is I like the video lessons. I like to have someone else be teaching the concepts. And I think the video lessons are really great at bringing in real life into math. And I think that really helps things click with her. So we've only been we're probably on lesson 15 out of 120. So this is still early on. So stick around if you want to see our term 2 update on how math is going. So it's still pretty early on for us with this math. But I really think that the video lessons are good for her, and it's free. It's free. So that is a great plus when you're just trying out math. I printed off 30 to 60, maybe 60 lessons, 30 lessons, I'm not sure. I printed off the first bit, and so what I like about this is they have a lesson, they have a concept that they're teaching on the video, they give a lot of really good examples, and then they have like some examples that she does with the teacher on the video, and the videos are free. They're on the website. You just go on there, you click on the video you want to watch, and they're free as well. So she follows the teacher along. She does a few questions with the teacher. She does 1 page of example questions for that new topic, and then they have 1 page of review. And the review is mixed and jumbled, but I think the fact that it's on paper is maybe a little better. And I won't say that she gets all of them right, maybe not even most of them right, but she's not frustrated, and we can usually go through it, and she seems to get it when I go through it with her and we're doing corrections and things like that. So far that is working for us. So that is our math right now, what we're using with my 6th grader for math. This student also struggles with spelling. So she has been working on SpellingYouSee Level D. What actually happened was last year I bought her a level D thinking that that would be the level that would work for her. It was too hard for her, and I wanted her to be able to spell all the words, not all, but most of the words well by the end of the week, and it just wasn't going well. So I went and picked up C last year. So we went to C, we did C, and honestly I really did see improvement in her overall everyday spelling by, I would say, the 10th week. This is a less conventional spelling program. It is not spelling lists, but that doesn't work for her. Memorizing lists didn't work. So this approach I really has been working for her. So if you've never seen SpellingYouSee before, what they do is they have a passage for the week. So this one is all about American history, which is cool. We're going to be studying American history pretty soon. So they have a passage that they read. They lead them through chunking. So they find all the vowels, the consonants, and things like that, and they have to color them different colors. So they're color coding the chunks in the passage. So they're just drawing those connections. And then they're doing copy work of the passage. So then they're writing the passage or part of the passage every day. And they do that for 5 days. And then on the last day, it's a narration. So on the last day, I would read the passage to her, and she would write from memory, hopefully getting most of the words correct by the end of the week. That is SpellingYouSee, a little bit different, not as conventional way of spelling, but I have found both from her and my son, who do struggle more with spelling, it seems to be working. So check that out if that's something you're interested in. My 5th grader is doing this. So my 6th grader is also doing IEW's structure and style writing. I love it for my 5th grader. It's even better for my 6th grader. It has been exactly what we needed. It is perfect. It teaches writing in a very structured, organized manner. It teaches it very step by step. Each week they're just a little tiny bit more. It's teaching them how to paraphrase, so they're not copying from text to create their own sentences. And what I really loved in week 2 or 3, they've started practicing speaking the sentences first, which is something that really is great, I think, for speech. So they'll have like 3 words, and they have to look down and see the 3 words, and they have to think of the sentence in their mind, and then they have to look up at you and say the 3 words, and then look down and look up. And so it's teaching that eye contact. It's teaching that thinking of the sentence before you say it. Really, really great. If you have a student who struggles with writing or with even speech or just like having eye contact or things like that, this program has been really, really great. So we are only on week 4. We did get it later, but I am already really impressed. I am very happy that we picked this up for my girls this year. We'll probably take 1.5 years to do it. I don't want to rush through this. I don't want to, it does take some time. The videos, if you're watching the videos, it takes about 20 to 30 minutes just to watch the video, and then there's a little bit activity. So because it takes so much time, I'm gonna just spend more time doing it. So highly recommend IEW structure and style for kids who maybe have a harder time developing their sentences and writing their sentences. So what goes along with IEW's structure and style is also IEW's Fix-It Grammar. So I'm doing this also with my 5th grader and my 6th grader. We're doing the nose tree, book 1. So this has been going well too. We are on week maybe 12 or 13 of it. So we've been very consistently doing this. And if you haven't seen Fix-It Grammar before, so the whole thing is you'll go through a book. So the story is the nose tree. And by the end of the year, you will have read the whole book and you will have found all the parts of speech in the whole book. Every day they have a vocabulary word that they need to look up and they write in a notebook. So they write down the vocabulary word, they look it up in a dictionary, and then they write the meaning. So every day they have one vocabulary word in bold that they need to look up. So it's covering vocabulary. And then they're learning things like indentation, when to capitalize, what the parts of speech are. So here we have noun, articles, pronouns, who, which clauses, verbs, and adjectives. Every week they're just learning 1 or 2 new concepts and then they just keep adding to it. And another thing that they do, once they've done the day of marking it up, adding whatever parts of speech, they write that sentence in their notebook. So by the end of the year, they will have written the whole story out using the proper punctuation and paragraphing and all that kind of stuff. So that has been another thing that is definitely working in our homeschool this year. So Fix-It Grammar by IEW. Once again, Good and the Beautiful handwriting. I use it for all my kids. They all like it. She's doing level 3, so just starting cursive. She knows cursive, but we just wanted to practice more, so level 3, going well. All right, Easy Grammar grade 4. So this is a new one for me this year. I am very, very happy with it so far. This is really, really great for kids who need to do the mastery approach and get lots of review. So it started with prepositions, and so she had to learn all the prepositions, and then she had to find all the prepositions, and she's starting to find the prepositional phrases. And each day doesn't take a long time, but there's a lot of practice and things build on each other step by step in a sequence. So this is great also for kids who just cannot learn something once and know it. They need practice. This is so great. Here's what some pages look like. So it's just one page, and it may look like, maybe it looks like a lot, or maybe it looks like a little for you, but it doesn't take a lot of time. Like for me, I might look at that and say, well, that's a lot. It's a lot for my kid to do. They might get overwhelmed. It hasn't been taking a lot of time. Each activity is not hard. She definitely needs help with it. I definitely need to go and correct it almost daily and talk with her about the mistakes that she made. But I really do feel like she is starting to grasp the concepts. So I know that's another grammar, two grammars. Once again, I do not complete all my curriculum every year. This has 180 lessons. So you could do it every day. I'm not doing it every day, maybe twice a day. So we will take more than a year, maybe even more than that. And the fact that it's grade 4, I just picked it based on where I felt like it would be easy, but not too easy, just enough challenge so that she can grow. And so like if we complete grade 4 and then she's ready for grade 6 or grade 7, we'll just skip. We don't have to do every single book in the series, right? You can skip to wherever you feel like your student is at. So I always look at sample pages and I know where my students are, and I pick the one that's going to be easy +1 is what Mr. Pudua says in IEW writing. He says easy +1. So easy and a tiny bit of challenge just so that they can grow. So this has been really great. Highly recommend Easy Grammar if you have a student who struggles with learning those grammar concepts. Okay, we are working on Explode the Code. She's on book 7. There's only 8 books, so she's getting close to the end. Once again, it's just spelling reinforcement, phonics reinforcement. It's going well. We started last year with Explode the Code, and I decided we would continue. So we do it like twice a week. Another thing I picked up for phonics that I am not 100% sold on is this. Okay, so she personalized it, as you can see. She put stickers on her cats. She likes dogs. Yep, they're all dogs, so she likes dogs more than cats. Anyways, so this, I used this when I was a teacher for English learning, language learning, and I got it because I'm always looking at curriculum and thinking I need something more. It's okay. If we stopped doing this, I probably wouldn't really care. But anyways, I thought maybe the phonics would be good. It might become something like summer work or yeah, just something to work on. So I don't know. It's okay. It's phonics. Yeah, I don't love it. If we didn't do it, it would probably be okay. But I don't like quitting things unless things are going horrendously. So we'll just keep working on it, and we will not finish it this year. And who knows, maybe at the end of the year, I'll be like, okay, done with that one. So that's one that we're using. All right, I have story elements for grades 3 to 4. If you saw my grade 5 students curriculum review, you'll know that I think it's okay. It's okay. We're learning story elements. Same thing. It is a very short book. We are almost done. We use it maybe twice a week. It's very tiny. After this, I probably will start with written narration from whatever books, whatever readers she's reading. If you want to do activities where they're reading and answering, reading comprehension questions or learning the different parts of a story, go for that. But I'm not going to be doing any more like this after we're done this one. Another thing she's doing, Big Life Journal, just like my 5th grader. I think they both really enjoy it. I love it. It's growth mindset. It has prompts to go and ask me some questions, so we get to chat a little bit. There's stories about different situations. This is really great, just teaching her how to look at things in a different light. We are enjoying Big Life Journal. I do recommend this, and it will last us most of the year. We'll probably be done before the end of the year, but it has just great character traits. Believe in yourself. Mistakes help you grow. Be persistent. Be grateful. Be unique. Be you. Challenges make you stronger. Effort is key. Love learning. Be kind. Make a difference in the world. Just the growth mindset. So that's a really great growth mindset book. Okay, so a few other things that she is doing that I don't have books for. One is Time for Math Facts. So that is a game type system, and you purchase it for the year. So it's a year subscription, or maybe they might have monthly too. It wasn't super expensive. I bought it for all my kids. You can be focusing on addition and subtraction, or you can be focusing on multiplication and division. And honestly, I have her right now doing addition and subtraction because I just wanted those facts to just come fast. And we'll probably be switching over to multiplication and division after the Christmas break. My younger boys are also learning multiplication and division, so I'll be adding some things to kind of review it with all my kids, and I will talk about that my next term update. But she is working on Time for Math Facts, and it is a fun way. If your kids like game style learning or video games type things, it is a challenge. It does challenge them. So it's not all fun and games, but there are fun games that build those skills, and you get reports every month on how the student's doing. So I do recommend that one if you're looking for like a game type way for them to get just faster at those math facts. So that's something that she works on maybe once or twice a week. She also is using Chinese Skill app. We have Amazon Fire tablets, and there's this app called Chinese Skill. So she's learning that to kind of supplement her the Chinese lessons that I'm teaching. So she works on that a few times a week. She has keyboarding without tears level. I chose level 3 for her. So she does that twice a week, and keyboarding without tears is, so far, it's okay. I think that Typing Club and typing.com are probably just as good. We did those last year though. So I guess keyboarding without tears is just something different that we can use to practice typing. And I think that's it. I think that's everything. I should have prefaced this video by saying, once again, I have a lot, too much. So there are a few things, as you notice, there are a few things that I would cut out if I hadn't already purchased them. And so I let you know about those. And so I think going forward, I think as I'm trying new things, I'm just getting to know myself more. And I think that as homeschoolers, that's just how it is. You're getting to know yourself better. You're getting to know your kids better. You're getting to know your teaching style, you're getting to know their learning style. And I think as you keep going and you keep trying, you learn what absolutely doesn't work. You learn what kind of works, kind of doesn't, and you know what works and what works really well. So I'm hoping as we move on through the years, I'll start making less and less mistakes. Overall, I'm pretty happy with what I've chosen for my kids this year, but there are things that I did not need to pick up for sure. So I'm sorry if that was a lot. I'm sorry if that was too much, but thanks for watching, and I hope it was helpful. I hope my mistakes or my showing you the curriculum and talking about the curriculum helps you make decisions that will help your child and benefit your child. So thanks for watching today, and I hope to see you again. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this in the near future. Bye-bye.